Welcome to the Indiana 4-H Clover Call podcast, where our goal is to share information about the people and programs that make the Indiana 4-H Youth Development Program such an important part of our communities. We welcome youth and adult 4-H volunteers, 4-H youth and their families, extension professionals, and any others who are interested in providing positive opportunities for youth. We thank you for joining us for this episode, which begins now.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Clover Call podcast. I'm Heather Caldwell.
And I'm Carly Holland. Today, we are going to take you listeners back to the basics a little and give you an overview of what the 4-H program is, how it works, and how you can get involved as a member or as a volunteer. So if you are completely new and unfamiliar with 4-H, today is going to be a great way to get introduced to the program and how it works. And if you are a seasoned 4-H member or volunteer, I still think that you'll learn something from us today.
That's right, Carly. So let's get started. What is 4-H? So 4-H began over 100 years ago, and it has grown into the largest youth development program in the nation, with more than 6 million youth, 540,000 adult volunteers, 3,500 professionals like Carly and myself, and more than 60 million alumni involved. So you may be wondering, who are some famous alumni that have been in 4-H? Well, Julia Roberts, Reba McEntire, astronaut Alan Shepard, our former president, Jimmy Carter, Dolly Parton, and even a current American Idol finalist, Willie Spence, is a 4-H alumni. So the Indiana 4-H Youth Development mission is to provide real life educational opportunities that can develop young people to have a positive impact on their communities and really, in fact, the whole world. 4-H members are 4 times more likely to contribute to their community in one form or another, whether it's staying in their community to work, whether it's volunteering, whether it's participating in different organizations within their town. So we do that through providing hands-on opportunities and experiences with research-based programming centered around positive youth development, ranging in anything from what people see as traditional 4-H, which many people see at a local county fair, or special opportunities in camps or workshops or just different learning opportunities. So the 4-H program really is quite broad and allows opportunity really for everyone.
Yes, that's right. And we'll kind of go on a little bit more about that later in the program. So the way that we actually provide 4-H in America is through land grant universities. So here in Indiana, Purdue University is the land grant university. Heather and I are employees of Purdue University, and we are 4-H youth extension educators. So in all 92 counties of Indiana, there's at least one 4-H youth extension educator. And if you are an interested youth or parent, you can find them and connect with them in your local Purdue extension office. And as 4-H educators, Heather and I facilitate the 4-H program, but we also rely heavily on responsible adult volunteers in order to provide those positive experiences for our youth. So all 4-H volunteers undergo background checks and extensive training in order to be involved in the program, and they learn a lot about how to work with youth when they become volunteers. So there are tons of different 4-H volunteer positions depending on what's needed in each particular county. Some of our volunteers provide leadership for local 4-H clubs, while others contribute their expertise on a given topic. So, for example, you might be a great woodworker, and you could connect with your local extension educator to help you lead woodworking workshops in your county. And that could apply to any skill. It doesn't have to be woodworking, but there are just tons of different opportunities for adults to share knowledge in specific areas with youth as a volunteer.
That's right. And even as 4-H alumni, I've got an example where Carly gave a great example of woodworking. So here in Fayette County, we had a youth who was a 4-H alumni, and he came to our office and said he wanted to contribute somehow to the 4-H program. And so what he ended up doing was making a display case for some of our mini 4-H projects. So that really gives an opportunity for him, as we said, to use the skills he learned in 4-H to continue to help his community, even after he's already become an alumni of 4-H. So 4-H learning experiences, they are based on the principles and practices of positive youth development, which means we view young people as vital resources and assets within our community. We want them at the table. We want youth to be there to help us come up with solutions for different things in our community if we have challenges. Oftentimes people just tell youth what to do. Our job is to bring them to the table and help them to be part of the solution. We want to enhance their interests, their skills, their abilities to be a part of a solution to a challenge or just an enhancement to a community.
Yes, so like that's one of my favorite things about 4-H is watching youth discover their potential as they move through the program. So if you are a listener that's unfamiliar with 4-H, I'm going to kind of explain just a little bit about how the program actually works. So I'm first going to talk about traditional 4-H, or what most people probably think of when they think of 4-H. So in traditional 4-H, youth enroll in the program and they usually join one of several local clubs in their community. These clubs might be based on location. So for example, in my county, we have township clubs. So each youth can access a club close to their home. And we also have specific topic area clubs, so that youth can join those if they really want to learn about a specific subject matter. So in my county, we have a dog club where youth meet weekly to train their dogs. We also have we call it the tractor club, but they also learn how to drive lawnmowers, so garden lawnmowers and zero turn. So those youth members meet, they learn how to maintain those mowers and tractors and safely operate them. So that could look different in your county. That's just a little picture of a couple examples from Rush County. But after the members join those clubs, they basically have the opportunity to learn either more about one specific subject matter or several that they choose to study through completing hands-on activities. So we refer to those different activities as projects in the 4-H program, and we provide a manual for each project that guides the youth through the learning process, as well as a set of guidelines that help them meet those project requirements. So we also provide those adult volunteers that we previously talked about who are knowledgeable on those subjects, and they work with the youth a lot of times through workshops or meeting one-on-one to learn about those different topics or projects. So in each project area, we have beginning, intermediate, and advanced skill levels, which allow the youth to kind of build their knowledge year by year and continue to grow their skill sets. So projects are worked on over time, and they provide educational opportunities for kids outside of the classroom on things that they really feel passionate about. So a lot of times youth will choose to exhibit and display their projects at the county fair in order to show the community what they've learned, but that's not necessarily something that they have to do. They can take as many projects as they would like. They can start out with just one or two. And it's really, there's a lot of room to kind of cater the program to whatever your lifestyle is. If you just have time to do one project, if you want to do 15 projects, 4-H is something that you can really, anyone can pick it up and go with it. So we offer a huge range of project topics, ranging from science to the arts to animals to sports. there's something that will interest every child in 4-H.
That's right. So if a listener is listening to us right now and they're saying, not really interested in showing at my county fair, I want to do perhaps more leadership opportunities. Well, we have those opportunities as well. So we have 4-H Roundup, 4-H Academy. Both of those are different opportunities to learn more about certain career paths, also to learn about leadership skills. And those are typically held on the Purdue University campus every summer. In the local county area, if you wanted to just attend workshops to learn more about a particular subject, you are welcome to do that as well. There's also opportunities for youth to travel to campus, as I mentioned, but also out of state through 4-H and to get scholarships. So there's lots of opportunities for youth to expand beyond their local county fair to get more skills in leadership training, if that is what they prefer. So let's look at 4-H and who can participate in 4-H. So the main thing that we really want to emphasize, as you've heard us talking about the broad range of opportunities, we also as educators place a huge value on programming that is open and welcoming to all. 4-H can be found in all different types of communities, including urban neighborhoods, suburban schoolyards, rural communities. 4-H is just open to all youth of any walk of life. It's open for grades 3 through 12. Many 4-H programs are available in each county as well for kindergarten through 2nd grade. And these opportunities are open to anyone without regard to race, religion, color, sex, national origin, parental status, sexual orientation, or disability. 4-H really is for everyone. And if you want to know more what is available in your county, call your extension office.
Yes. So as we kind of wrap up today, we want to talk a little bit more about how you can join in to some of those opportunities. So I know sometimes if you aren't familiar with 4-H, it can be a little overwhelming when we tell you that there's, dozens of different projects and opportunities. The best way I would say for you to learn more about 4-H is if you happen to know a volunteer, you can connect with them or go straight to your local 4-H youth extension educator. So you can find them through looking up your local Purdue extension office, and they would be happy to educate you on what's happening specifically in your area and statewide. So that's true whether you're an adult that's interested in becoming a volunteer, a parent that wants to enroll your child, or if you happen to be a youth member that's listening in and you want to join 4-H, a quick Google search and a phone call, and we would be happy to help you get started. So that's the best way to get started. If you are listening and you just know you want to enroll, you can enroll online beginning October 1st at v2.4honline.com. So that's the website we call 4-H Online, which we handle all our enrollment through. You want to try, if you can, to enroll early in the year. That's my suggestion. That way you don't miss out on any information or fun events. And if you feel like you want to do a little bit more research about what 4-H is, you can also go online to 4h.org and learn tons of the things that we're working on every day in the program. So I know I am always looking for new 4-H members in Rush County, and I'm excited to welcome new people to the program and new volunteers. So reach out to your local educator and come and join us in 4-H.
That's right. Again, those websites are v2.4honline.com beginning October 1st to enroll in 4-H, and for more information, go to 4h.org. Thanks so much for joining us today on the Clover Podcast. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.
Yep, thanks, guys.
Interested in learning more about Indiana 4-H? We invite you to visit our website, extension.purdue.edu/4H, or contact your local Purdue Extension office and ask for the 4-H Youth Development Extension Educator. Be sure to subscribe to this podcast so you won't miss an episode. We look forward to joining you again on the next Indiana 4-H Clover Call.